Hello, welcome to Turf's playthrough, my playthrough of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We were on the middle of episode 3 yesterday, and we're gonna do the rest of it. We just invited our client to the stand, and yeah, it was amazing, and we're gonna see, the rest. So strap in and enjoy the game, the story, and honestly, it's more of a story than a game, let's be real. But I fucking love the story. So yeah, let's go. Okay. Boom. 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 Okay. Truth will become clear. I just need to remember the voices I made. But yeah. Okay. I recalibrated the sound too because I felt like when re-listening to the VOD, I was a bit too loud compared to the game. So, I tried to fix that a little bit. We'll see if I did correctly, but yeah. My voice for him.
Let the proceedings be resumed. Mr. McGilded, have you been listening to the discourse of the day?
Oh shit, his voice. To be sure I have, my lord.
There are now two matters on which the court desires to hear from you. The first is whether or not there was a third party with you in the omnibus cabin as proposed by the defense. The second is that if such a person was indeed present, why did you conceal that fact from the police?
Begad, no! Fuck, I forgot the voice I made for him, shit. And this is not in my nature to hide anything at all.
Just answer the question, please.
The truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this all along. Do I tell you all, or keep me mouth shut? Tell us what, Mr. McGilded? The fine fella representing me is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night of myself and the other man, there was another passenger.
It's true.
Aye, and 'twas me who helped the little urchin get away after it all happened. You what? Okay, that changes things. He's a bit scummy. We knew he was a bit scummy, but we'll see. Boom. No, Magnus McGilded, that convenient excuse can save you now. I'm truly sorry, so I am, Lord Van Zeeks. I'm sure you'll be wanting to know why I said nothing when I was taken in by the police. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you.
Which was?
Well, the little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, not in any way involved, you see. Ah, so it correlates with the thing that like the other guy, Mr. Fairplay, I think, said he was of little stature. So because it was a kid, like he was the similar stature as him, because he's just a short guy,
What?
If the police had known the wee one was there, they'd have assumed she'd done it. They'd have hauled her into this here courtroom just like myself. I was only trying to spare her that. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord. Okay. So he does delve in scummy shit, but he still has like somewhat of a kind heart if he's saying the truth, though. Which I'm 50-50 on this stuff.
Who was this young child of whom you speak?
That I do not know.
You don't know?
Aye. Well, the wee thing just happened to be in the carriage that night. I never saw her before or since. And also, because it's a kid, she would definitely fit in that thing that opens and closes, right?
We have absolutely no reason to believe this man. The prosecution calls for the witness's statement to be disregarded by the court.
It wouldn't be surprised if the urchin is in here in this courtroom as we speak, listening to the proceedings. What? What? Whoa. Okay, so the kid was actually there. What's going on? Oh shit, my girl voice. Shit, Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face. Okay, I failed.
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus. I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom.
Okay. Interesting. We were hurriedly removed from the smoke-filled courtroom by the bailiff, amid scenes of chaos as people stumbled over one in their desperation to flee the chamber. We had no idea what was happening. All we knew was that, for the time being at least, the trial was suspended. Also, just a quick note for the YouTube person that's watching, if you are watching. Feel free to just skip ahead, you know, it's fine. And also, like, if you do enjoy this gameplay, you know, feel free to subscribe. Eventually, I'm gonna edit my shit, but you know, I'm keeping these like uncut, unfiltered, because it's like, I don't want to cut the story, you know. But yeah, feel free to just skip ahead if you think like sometimes like, if you just want to see my reaction to things, you know, yeah. But yeah, it's okay. Oh, okay. Alright, I could have stopped here then, yesterday. Fair enough. Yeah, okay, that's good. I wonder if we're gonna have an investigation of sorts in this case at all. Like, you know, yeah. Like, I wanna see my man Hairlock again. Especially since he was talking in the intro scene. 18th February, 12:52 PM, the Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber. What on earth is happening there?
Mr. Naruhodo, I managed to find out what happened.
Mr. Sato.
I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade, a type of exploding device that releases smoke.
A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use.
They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long.
But who would have done something like that?
Well, the police... The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently.
Flee the courtroom? Why?
Well, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear.
A young girl? Then could it be... Yeah, no, is it really like is it how is she called again? The girl from the previous case, it can be, right? The passenger... Okay, yeah, but yeah. Okay, the other passenger that Mr. McGilded was just talking about.
My thoughts exactly.
So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's become of Mr. McGilded, actually? There are so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here.
I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions, along with a young girl.
Who is she, I wonder? And what was she even doing at the here at the trial? Just making sure, you know, the guy didn't die. Just taking a huge risk, and for what possible benefit to herself?
This isn't a matter that's troubling me.
What's that?
20 pence.
Oh, yeah, she just like freeloaded. That's obviously she just freeloaded.
According to the coachman, Mr. Beppo.
Gonna tell us
he took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly.
But now it seems that there were in fact 5 passengers. Yeah, and again, she freeloaded inside the thing, the storage thing that we saw in like previous episode.
Which means the figures don't seem to add up again.
She's right, that is strange. Counsel for the defense, kindly proceed into the courtroom. The trial will recommence in 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away.
Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now. I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of the trial.
We'll know soon enough, Mr. Sato.
Yes.
But the little girl really killed that guy, though. That's what I'm wondering. Or was it an accident, like the other case? I mean, it wasn't... Yeah, it kind of was an accident. Omori-style accident. 18th February, 1 PM, the Old Bailey courtroom. There you are. There's a young girl next to Mr. McGilded, look. She must have been the one who caused disturbance before.
Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Mr. Magnus McGilded. Now then, Lord Van Zeus.
My lord?
I believe you have established the cause of the smoke which availed proceedings earlier.
It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade, of the sort typically employed by the army.
Good gracious, the army? What in the devil's name?
It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught, and now occupies the stand.
Your name, girl?
Shit, I fucked
Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced such pandemonium here in the courtroom?
I love the word pandemonium. Okay, little parenthesis. I love the word pandemonium because it means chaos. But pandemonium, like the way this word specifically, pan means like everything, you know, all encompassing, and demonium is like demon. So like the word like the word it's constructed in its root is, you know, everything is like everything is demon, you know, like the pandemonium is everything is plunged into like demonic shit. I don't know how to explain, but it is like the way it now it just means chaos, you know. But yeah, I don't know, just a small parenthesis closed. I learned that from the Faith game.
What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior?
If I may, my lord.
Yes, Mr. McGilded.
I think perhaps I would explain here why it is that this wee lass was here in the first place and why she tried to bolt like that. It's all tied up with the events of that night, so it is.
Okay, she was 100% she was freeloading.
Very well. Mr. McGilded, give your testimony. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case.
Just what did happen that night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. Indeed. He said he was sleeping though, so he lied to us. The first thing first, he already lied to us.
On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off.
Okay, so he did sleep.
Then, begorra, a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet, so I sat him up on the seat across from me. Then I turned to find out where the scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away.
Remain somewhat baffled, I confess, but from what I gather, on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding in the omnibus, is that correct?
Just exactly as the defense counsel said. This lass was the 5th passenger, my lord.
I'm thinking, you know, he picked him up and he put him like in a seated position. So like the both angles of the stabbing were both correct, you know? And the scream that the conductor heard was the scream of the girl. You know, I think, or like some way or the other, like that's how like it happened. Like there was two screams. Yeah, there was two screams.
The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses. Are you ready, counsel?
Yes, my lord. My lord.
I don't know how to I don't know. You're on. How do you say that?
Yes, my lord.
I don't know any way you say it. It's kind of, it feels like, you know, you're sucking his dick. Whatever. Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start. Okay. But I think, yeah. Okay. Let me check my my shit. Just need to make sure of some things. Photograph clearly visible. This is partially obscured by an old crooked hat. Promptly nodded off. Okay.
And begorra, a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a first.
Okay, I don't need to read that. Actually, let me check with that. Let me be precise what happened with this. A loud thud, you say, and a scream.
Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? It was like the sound of someone falling to the ground. It was that sort of noise.
No way, I don't know if it's like I'm making a bad Russian accent or if I'm doing an actual Irish accent, which I'm trying to do. But I don't know if they roll their R's over there. I don't know. I'm just doing an accent, unknown accent. So you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor, having been stabbed?
Well, now you'll remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me up and I opened my eyes, there wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage with the fella on the floor.
You didn't see anyone. But at the same moment, you did hear a scream.
Oh, from the seat above on the roof deck, I presume?
No, not above me. Not above. No, wait, shit. Not above me, no, my lord. It was from the inside the cabin.
Yeah, I know.
But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before my eyes.
Fair enough. There's a fella cups on the floor at my feet, so I set him up and I sit from across to me. Yeah. You sat him up, the victim, you mean?
That I did. The seat across from me, as I said. I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would ya? It's common courtesy, so it is.
I find that a little hard to believe.
Arrah, me Lord Van Zieks, now why would that be?
You wake to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is.
Well now, shit, I got a fly on my face. Fuck up. Well now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business.
The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest.
Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them, and some will even see me dead. So I do try, where all possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble.
Are you suggesting you're just going to leave the man there?
Heaven's lives, no! I was just intending to report it, so I was. Only I had a mind to find out the whys and wherefores first.
The whys and wherefores?
Right you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same?
Yeah, the scream he says he heard at the same time as the thud of the victim collapsing. This was where did I find? What did you find? I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court that there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim.
So I did, sir, so I did. As far as I could see, that is.
It kind of looks like a leprechaun if I'm being honest.
So what do you mean by that? Well now, this is a queer thing. The wee scream as I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under me backside.
Good gracious!
Under your backside? So I was correct, she was hiding inside the fucking thing. I mean, where else could she be, you know? Under your backside.
And when I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found there was a wee cubbyhole there for storage.
Exactly.
Listen, Naruhodo, we can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember?
Yes, of course, the whole bus was submitted as evidence. And I already did that.
This would be a very good time to have a thorough look around inside. That's when I found her. There was a child in there all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away.
Is there anything to say though? Let me go back and just check if I get new dialogue from that, you know. Yeah, I know. Just to see, like, because I checked before, but now I'm gonna check again. Wait, there is blood on the floor. Hold on. Didn't check that before. That's blood, isn't it?
Is something wrong?
Oh, it's just, well, this bloodstain is so obvious, that's all. And yet the Van Zieks made no mention of it.
I suppose that does seem a little strange.
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? Yeah, and then this. Did the interior change? Yeah, there was stuff removed. There was stuff inside before. I'm not crazy. There was definitely stuff before inside. No? And also there was no stain, if I remember correctly. Huh. Guess they were withholding. The game was withholding information from me. So I don't figure it out too quickly. I figure it out anyway, buddy. There's a storage compartment. There's nothing in here. It's totally empty. Something doesn't seem right here. Wait, but I can't put my finger on what it is. Well, I mean, yeah. I think we got it. Yeah. Let's just press again. Let's just see. It says she was hiding herself.
Aye, that's right. It was hard to see in my dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met, well, my heart nearly stopped beating in my chest.
You're really overacting this.
Still, and all, I pulled her out from under there and sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chinwag with her.
The seat opposite?
That's right. Just next to the dead gentleman there.
You said this young girl next to a corpse, sir?
Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see? And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream, a fella's voice this time.
Yeah, okay, it's the guy. Mr. First, yeah. Presumably the scream was Mr. First, was sitting in the roof deck seats.
Right you are again, I would say, sir. Looking down through the skylight, you must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly.
In other words, the previous witnesses did not, in fact, see at all Mr. McGilded. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason.
Aye, my lord. I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight.
I'm thinking maybe there was another person, you know, even one more, you know, I don't feel like that girl killed him. She's 15 and like this is a very deliberate stabbing. And she was just freeloading, wasn't she? What does that brick maker have to do with anything, you know? Yeah, I don't know, I'm just... I just really feel like there's another person, you know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know, it's like, for now it's not making much sense to me, like in terms of vibes, but yeah.
It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature, and readily confused perhaps with this young girl.
After that, of course,
I'm surprised he doesn't take offense to that.
with the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses. I don't wonder how you must be feeling, Mr. Naruhodo.
Being the defense's lawyer, and yet finding myself as stunned as everyone else at his testimony. Let's just say it's trying.
We certainly had precious little time to talk to Mr. McGilded before the trial. We mustn't be dispirited. We must just try to learn all the facts we can.
When we arrived in London this morning, I didn't see my day panning out like this.
Mr. Naruhodo, no grumbling even in your head.
Ugh, how did you know? Okay. So let's press this as well.
Hold it!
Because this is the only thing I didn't press. And when you first got into the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board?
There were not. The cabin was empty, and there was no one on the roof deck either.
You were the first passenger, as it were, I see.
Aye. And that's why I took the back side as I did. It is the most comfortable, so it is.
Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat?
By all means, this is how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, this is the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. And of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well.
Okay, we heard everything.
Thank you, I've heard enough. The events as explained are clear in my mind. However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl?
She's been sitting on this pose like for 10 minutes, not moving, a single like...
Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord.
Why is this name familiar? I don't know, I feel like I've seen it somewhere.
She's a chancer, earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket.
Ah, okay, she's in crime.
What? This girl here?
I have a hard time thinking of this guy's voice, wait.
This girl here? A petty thief? Thief?
It feels like you have like a big ass potato in your mouth.
Olza! Olza! Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa! How dare you?
No, yeah, shit, I did, I'm rolling though.
How dare you? What is the meaning of this?
Wait, really? She disappearing?
Ah! The girl, she's gone!
Open your eyes.
Okay. She also has that accent.
I'm over here.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna mess that up, bro.
Good gracious, how?
What was the point in that little sidestep?
I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught on the job.
Ah, shit, I have...
She got her...
Fuck. I'm so sorry.
She got her...
Fucking, it's too high pitched.
She got herself backed up into a corner so she knifed the gent. Go on. That's not what's in your head, ain't it?
Ah, fuck, I'm so sorry. No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cast... Okay, bro, you're just killing us. You stink bombed us, man. Come on, man. Damn, okay, sleight of hand.
Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers.
No, okay, I shouldn't do this accent.
I'm professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do.
Let me guess, you don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs?
Oh, this? Yeah, this one's in a bag I lifted the other day. Down where they keep the four-wheeled...
Is that a weapon that's definitely something that of Herlock Sholmes. That's definitely Herlock Sholmes' item. I know it because it has the little thing, the little symbol of his.
It's nice, isn't it? It's like the pink. I like the pink best.
Whoa, do not wave that thing in my direction again.
Sick of this shit. So, admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question.
It's alright, lass. You can tell them the truth now. Alright, yeah.
Ah, shit. I'm so sad. Oh my god, I can't. Shit. My tongue is like in a very long forming marriage with the rolled R's, man. It's hard to not say that.
Alright, yeah. It's just like the Irishman.
Oh, he is Irish. Okay.
Just like the Irishman said.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. According, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please.
Alright.
We'll tell the court exactly what happened to the omnibus on the night in question.
Alright. If I have to. Mm-hmm.
Her voice is like change every second.
So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked me up the horses, just like always. What was right all waste of time. You got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I tell ya, you can't see a blind thing at that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Then after a while, I heard this loud bang. Nearly jumped me out my skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of that, this swell found me. He did help me.
Bro, I hate the fucking... They're throwing me off!
He did help me get away, mine.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he let you go.
Fail to understand why you would let the street urchin go, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, this is simplicity itself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact.
How?
As I'm sure I've said before, sir.
Yeah, he was seated on top of the storage thing.
I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself. I think a
demonstration is called for.
Yeah, exactly.
This is where I was at that night.
And the cubbyhole of which you have spoken is underneath the seat, I presume. Yes, it does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature.
Aye, but of course, the wheels was stuck in there. Because I'd parked myself on the seat for the duration. Oh! So you see, that's why I let the last bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if her young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent.
even though you must have realized your actions will result in your own innocence being called into question.
Not at all, my lord, not at all. In my own art that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt at on me on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass. My goodness. What a perfect gentleman.
My lord, this fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir.
Wow. That was easy.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Already? Couldn't have won yet, right?
Sakes alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual on delaying into a verdict of not guilty?
Okay, Van Zieks, do the summary examination as well.
Mr. Naruhodo, well, must mean
Must mean what?
that we're victorious.
We've won? Are you sure?
Objection!
Exactly. Hey! With the leg too! Alright. This side of my iron-heeled Willington defense prey. Do forgive the discourtesy. This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day. Yeah, emotion. The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature. What do you mean, his true nature? Did you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively researched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. Yeah, it's noted in black and white, here in the police report.
Good lord!
You could still fit in there, though. The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate with Mr. McGilded's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat. Yeah, it did change, too. What? Yeah, that's true. It did change. I wasn't crazy.
Order! Order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effected, Counsel?
During the smoke bomb event. Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponese friend? Me? When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as you would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. I did, and you're right, you are correct, in fact. Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be?
Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy.
Sorry?
Go ahead, tell the court now, fella. And this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zieks.
No, we're standing for the truth. We stand for the truth, man.
Well, Counsel, do you have something to say on this matter?
We need to say the truth, man. Stick to the truth. How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus? It wasn't empty. No, I'm saying the truth, man. If the truth dies, law dies, man. Justice needs to live through the truth. If there's no truth, there's no justice. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as counsel for the defense. No, it does, because you're not a fucking liar. As far as I remember, at least. Yeah, Asogi wouldn't forgive you, man. You need to say the truth. The truth is paramount, buddy. When I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes.
Are you sure, Counsel?
Hurrah, be whist! What are you saying now, you daft daw? I thought you were on my side here.
Yeah, he's gonna respect us now. Mr. Van Zieks, I know you're a good guy, man.
What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position?
Because it's the truth. It's the truth, buddy. For one, as advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible. Honorable. Interesting. It's not altogether pleasing, fella. I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded. Yes! I don't know, yes! The truth, man. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interest here, lad. Now then. A fella's memory is a curious thing, not altogether reliable. Not the court, no, the court must consider the facts. Their cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken? No. Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here?
Should like the jury to weigh in this matter, I think. The compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The guild's rules state that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible. That money-lending fleecer and the pick-purse are lying. Yes.
Okay, the trial may continue. Please, not all of you, though. Ha! I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards. The lot of them. What? Oh no. It's a trick. Of course it's a trick. Okay. Wait, so I must concur here. Okay. Just make it equal, you know, just make it equal so we can continue the trial. Not all of you, though.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clear at the truth every time.
Yes, but every time's a different truth, it seems. My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Yeah.
Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of an outstanding cross-examination.
Yeah. Let's cross-examine.
Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please.
Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted. Almost beyond recognition. Yeah, bro, stick to it. It's fine. It's fine. The point is the truth. Not lying, but it's not about winning, it's about the truth. The repair of the Baileys at work, it seems. Bro, if you lied, you would have been fine. Bruh. You know, so no, you did the right thing. Hey, quote-unquote shooting yourself in the foot, man. Don't worry about it.
So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked me up to the horses. I hooked up the horses, just like always. That's right. An old waste of time. I got nothing to show from your troubles that night.
Okay. Let me press you on everything. So you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run?
Well, yeah, I mean, what's the point of spending a joy to make a few bob, eh? That's a rum idea, ain't it?
So she means there's no point in spending money to make money. Yeah, it actually makes sense.
Counsel, may I remind you that this girl is a petty thief. Can you refrain from entertaining her tenants?
And that does clear up the little mystery of the fares and all that. 4 paying passengers at 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the cabman testified. And 1 little scapegrace riding for free. The red conch of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run, see? So that's when I slip into the carriage and myself hidden under the seat. Nice and easy, right?
Okay.
Your hiding place is a storage compartment, full of equipment for the coach, no?
Yeah, There's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure.
I always chuck all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. No never seems to bother much.
And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell you.
It seems we've reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue.
There was a right roll of it, so I'm gonna think through which rolls. Okay. Why? A waste of time. Why is that?
Well, most nights I'm on my own and they got permit at least some of the time.
I beg your pardon, did you say God permit?
Oh yeah, well, that's what my kind call it. You say the omnibus, suppose. Point is, any normal run, the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while.
That's when you come out of your hiding place and get away.
That's it, and that only that night. This Kova sat on me seat from the start, and he didn't budge the whole day, did he? Not one inch. I was totally stuck.
Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while events unfolded in an enclosed cabin.
Well, Naruhodo, you're kind of familiar with that type of stuff, aren't you? Enclosed spaces and all that?
Yeah. Right. Mister. To be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to leave the cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you?
So this is Miss Lestrade. Couldn't possibly be the culprit then.
I'll tell ya. You can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there.
Nothing to say from this.
After a while, I heard this loud bang. Nearly jumped at me skin, I did, and the scream just came out.
Okay, what's the loud bang though? When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor?
Could have been, suppose. Don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump.
You heard a scream of involuntarily.
That's right. Then I felt the cushion over me head get lighter all of a sudden.
Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes. Or not. Could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim, could it not?
Well, girl, did you see what happened at a crucial moment?
Yeah, saw it.
Oh, and very important.
I pushed up the cushions and a quick butchers while I... Wait, get this. I pushed up the cushion and had a quick butchers while I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up with the bloke without fallen on the floor on the seat. Wait.
The Irishman was sitting up, the bloke without fallen on the floor on the seat opposite.
It matches Mr. McGilded's accounts, of course.
But then, the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I sank back down again, but it was too late by then. Wait, what the fuck is that voice, bro? She has 10 voices. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I sunk back down again, but I was too late by then. I should never have risked looking.
Was that? This swell found me. He did help me get away, mind. How though? How did he help you? And when Mr. McGilded discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place?
I was scared stiff I was. He dragged me out and sat me down on the seat on all.
Next to the victim, Mr. Mason.
Yeah. The bloke, the knife in his guts, he was still bleeding. Then the carriage lurched a bit, and he ended up falling onto me. Ugh, awful. Both my hands got covered in blood. It made me feel sick as a dog.
Both her hands covered in blood. And what the rooftop passenger saw, yeah. After that, I believe you talked with Mr. McGilded for a while. Is that correct?
He asked me some stuff. Wanted to know my name and what I was up to and that. Then I heard something from above. Someone screamed.
Yes, Mr. First, on the roof deck, one would presume.
I didn't want no one to see me face, so I didn't look up. And then the horses were drawn up smartish, this Irishman says to me. Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get I'll see that you can get away later. Okay.
All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent.
For one brief shining moment, yes.
It's clear that they are all still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we could clinch the verdict we want.
Yes, I think you're right. And I have this niggling feeling. Okay, I guess the one thing I didn't check because I thought it wasn't gonna be important was important. Something's about him, just gonna put my finger on it. So you can see the courage, yeah. Okay, you can see, but did you keep something in there? From there. So you couldn't see into the cabin at all.
Not a jot. Most days I push the cushions up with me head and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's hat at who I'm gonna fiddle.
That you're a pickpocket, not a butcher.
I mean, can have a look.
The seat gets, I get under and as plush as the other one, see? So most of the time, the passengers planted themselves opposite.
For some reason, that night, the Sea Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head.
For that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out, I see.
Truth is, I ain't too happy in small, dark places.
Well, no.
Feels too much like throwing in the clinch.
Wait, I ain't too happy in small, dark places.
Feels too much like being thrown in the clink.
Excuse me.
Yes. Excuse me, man. Something wrong, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, I do apologize. Was there something the matter, Counsel?
Just wondering if my Lestridge's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking something to yourself.
Oh, no, it was nothing important. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad, shut up in the dark. It was terrifying, so it was.
I see, yes, I'm sure we can all sympathize. So scared of the dark now.
I don't know about yourself, but I find that the darkness seems to make everything you hear and seem that much louder as well. Yeah. I suppose it does, maybe.
It's Lestrade. Did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps? Yes, she's lying.
Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Be jabbers, there's no need to tell the whole world of me foibles, you little scamp. What a pity. If only Mr. Straight has heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue.
Yes. What should we make of that last statement of hers? It's profoundly important.
My lord, I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important.
Profoundly important, but all she said was that she heard nothing.
Yes, which is the profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it.
I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of the Eastern mind, Counsel. Nevertheless, Miss Jenna Lestrade, you will supplement your formal testimony by repeating the last statement, please.
What? Supplement? What are you on about? Don't give it all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me.
That was horrible. That's right, insult the judge. Always a good move. I was training my ears to work out what was going on, but all I could hear was snoring. But they said something was heard, just because of the wrong margin. If she heard nothing, then it's weird. Let me examine that. Do I have anything that shows, like, you know, the people screaming or something? Let's press that again. So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time, since the moment you hid yourself?
Not exactly, no.
Sorry?
Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with.
I could just push the cushion up and have butchers to see what was what. But then, when I saw this swell getting on, I got me head down so he didn't notice me. Mr. McGilded sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct?
Yeah!
Would you Adam and Eve it? Would you Adam and Eve it? Eh? What a mug! Okay.
So then all that I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out of the air. As soon as I heard him leave, see?
Would they? Not likely.
Even though we'd stopped here and there, they never heard the door open. So I'd just stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to market, snoring like an old dog he was.
Are there any conclusions we can draw from that, I wonder? Doesn't add up because there was a scream and stuff, no? What about the loud bang, though? There was a loud thud, too, no? Yeah, let me just say it doesn't add up. Surely there's something that doesn't add up, but I can't figure it out right now. Miss Lestrade, what you have just told the court?
It's clearly at odds with the facts.
Ah! At odds? Are you sure, man?
Absolutely. Man, little parentheses, but bro, she's like her. She has probably the worst fucking thing to ever voice ever. Like I think I'm just gonna talk normally with her because, like, having an English accent is hard to do in an English accent, and then also having to do a female voice and a young voice at that. Like, bro, it's impossible. I listed all her like speech like impediments or whatever the fuck. Like it's, oh my god, it's so hard. Yeah, whatever. It seems my learned Lipanese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared. So Van Zieks realized it too. Yeah, I thought you insulted me, but he didn't. Okay, my man.
Counsel, the mission says that you bolster your claim with evidence or some complicit parties' names at the very least.
Yes, my lord.
Expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court.
According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGilded snoring. But think, Ryunosuke, think! There's something else you should have heard. Right. Wait. I wonder what was, because this guy screamed, right? Eventually he screamed. That it was after the fact. This guy, man, the things are kind of muddled in my mind now. Right now, like, did he do anything? This guy? Not sure if he did. Even if they're asking a person, it's probably because it is a person. There's a murder took place. He's another witness to the incident. Oh yeah. Them entering. Them trying to enter the cabin. Yeah. Yeah. They tried to enter the cabin and they couldn't. Yeah. Through a person. Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate. A particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on the night in question. It's not very clearly explained by the presence of the following person. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. He was the first one. Shit.
It would seem phantoms are at work again. This time in my Nipponese friend's ears.
Shit.
I concur. No sound is apparent to me at all.
Oh. Allow me to introduce you to a sound that will be very real indeed, however. The sound of your death throes. Ah! Okay. Shit. He's right. That was loud.
Council?
No, yeah, there was the people trying to herd. People trying to enter the door, like enter the place. No? Man, I don't know. I genuinely don't know now. Sure, I'll show a piece of evidence instead. I'll show the carriage. Carriage. Maker. 7 I'm with a knife of journey and armed the bus. I don't know, I'm feeling very stupid right now.
Take that!
Shit. Shit. Ah, ha, ha. Fuck, I'm really struggling now. Did he do anything though? Like I have a bad time remembering. I kind of forgot all the facts now. I should have played everything in a one fell swoop because now it's like I really don't remember. Like what's supposed to be the thingies that's supposed to be the thingy, you know? Him? I guess maybe. Did he have a break at all? Man, I'm sorry, I'm just... What? Huh. Fuck. What was she supposed to be hearing? Am I should just say forget it. Now just looking up points now. Man, I'm gonna save. Just gonna spam. I'm just gonna spam. Cause I really don't know. Yeah, show a person. Really, the fact that they ask a person is like because I don't know. Usually don't ask to show a person. Let me. Yeah, him entering. Of course, him entering the carriage. Not them. I mean them also, but him entering the carriage to begin with.
Take that!
Okay.
Praise for your mission.
Yes, my lord. The sound that Mr. Street cannot have failed to hear is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus.
Order! Explain your reasoning, counsel.
Mr. Straight, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus. Is that correct?
Yeah, of course it was. Got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I?
And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGilded. Oh shit, I forgot his voice.
That it was, not a soul in the cabin where I climbed aboard. At least not in plain sight.
So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time.
Did I not just say as much? Did I not just say as much? I wasn't traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack under the seat cushion, he was on his own for sure. And from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey. During which time, did you not hear the door opening or closing at all?
Nah, never heard it.
That's exactly what I was listening for, weren't I? Waiting for this world to leave. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? Oh! We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, did he get like, you know there's like a trapdoor from above? Did he get like slid in from above? Oh, that's why he was lying on the ground. Because like someone from above just like pushed him inside the thing. Maybe I think Mr. Bruce like he took care of the guy, you know, killed the guy which was sitting on top, right? And then like pushed him inside, or I don't know, or someone did it, pushed him inside like through the trapdoor on top, and then the loud thud was heard, which woke up Mr. McGilded, you know, and he closed it again or whatnot, you know, he just did this quickly, and then like they were taking care of that. Some time passed, the other guy like Mr. First went up, and then eventually he put the body like upright and stuff, and then like they had the conversation at the bottom. Right, the girl and Mr. McGilded, and then eventually first like looked down and saw like the dead guy and so let out a scream, and then like everyone started to notice. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what happened. Miss Lestrade's statements or about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts. Oh. Yes, this petty thief's statement was clearly flawed.
Loan 6.
Yes. He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Miss Lestrade's statements.
Would seem words of thanks are in order for my learned friend.
What are you talking about?
You have demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable, and her words are inconvenient untruths and truth, and nothing more.
No. Is that right? How could the victim possibly not have boarded the omnibus? It makes no sense whatsoever. And this girl is a pickpocket. Let's not forget that. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Ah! She didn't even say anything.
I don't want to judge the dear little mite just because she has some rather naughty ways. But I must say, can't abide liars.
And neither can I.
Mr. Foreman.
I don't want to judge the girl because she has some less than salubrious ways. But I must say, I cannot abide liars.
Wait, please, Miss Maid, please don't betray me, please. Ah!
Mr. Naruhodo, that's 5 jury members leaning towards guilty.
Okay, thank you, Miss Maid. Thank you.
Well, your consideration for others is refreshing, my Nipponese friend. The considerable troubles you have spared me.
Did that come with?
Yes, very refreshing.
I love this fucking...
Ah!
What are you playing at?
Have you forgotten what you're working for? You aestheticista Ramadan.
This is Carnage, it's perfect! Your number 2 is the only one left. Yeah, she's smart.
Mr. Naruhodo, the way this is going...
I know. If we can't find some new way to convince everyone of Mr. McGilded's innocence, the judge will rule and will have lost.
I very much wanted to believe the words of one of London's most respected gentlemen, but those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
No. Hold it! Thank you. Yes, the witness' slight statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if you consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case. What are you saying? Counsel!
I'm sorry, sir. Whatever do you mean?
Counsel, I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue my adjudication. Explain yourself at once.
When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time, as testified by the witness in the stand.
And yet the victim's body was found inside the carriage.
If this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus? There is a trapdoor on top of the skylight! You cannot open it on the bottom, but you can open it at the top. There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. It's already there. There's another entrance. Yes, there's another entrance. Yes! Yes! The door wasn't opened even once. The only explanation is that the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way. I wondered what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic. But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see. On top, bro. Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door. The other has only windows, fixed windows, which cannot possibly open. In short, there's no entrance to the cabin other than the door. Objection. But there could be. There's one possibility you haven't considered. Oh, really? Yes, on one other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which also allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin.
Alright, counsel. The defense will identify the location for the court.
I wonder if Mr. Strongheart is watching us right now.
Here is the omnibus on which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance by which you propose the victim enter the cabin?
Here, buddy. Here, exactly here.
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It can only have been the skylight.
I say, the skylight!
This is so fucking cool.
Objection!
Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However, objection. The skylight may have been well large enough for someone to pass through. Objection. So you claim, but do you have any shred of evidence to support your addled brain theory? Both Mr. McGilded and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud, exactly as I said, buddy! Such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor.
Yes, which has already been explained. As the son of the victim falling from his seat having been assaulted with a dagger.
Yes, it has, but would a man slipping from the seat on the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses describe? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact.
Good gracious!
Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment that the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it. You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin? That's simply impossible! How can you be so sure? That's because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight, as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. And yet, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony. Well, yes. That's true, but... Hold it.
Might a humble fella make a wee comment here? Yeah?
Mr. McGilded?
To be sure now, the two fellas who were sat on the roof that testified afore said nothing of the victim falling through the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that it's not so much a case of them not saying, but...
Aye.
It's a case of them being unable to say. What? I think perhaps the two fellas to be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would you not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Oh my goodness, surely not.
Those two chaps on the roof. Whoa, okay, she's...
You mean the ones who stuck that knife in the man were...
Ah! This is fucking like mashing. They came to the stand.
Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer? You rotter, no. You rotter, what are you insinuating?
This is flaming outrage. I've got a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute.
What's he like?
What is this?
He'll give you a shinner in a minute, he said, so will I.
Mr. Fairplay, you're effectively accusing me, a citizen gentleman and well-respected banker,
And me, a very angry hatter.
suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's a disgrace. It's scandalous. I protest in the strongest possible terms.
That's right, I protest too. About you rotten scoundrel.
Okay. What is he like? Like, what the fuck is he doing? How is he... What? Is he on that horse?
Order! This is not the time, witnesses. I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the anteroom at once.
But this is beyond reason, my lord.
It's outrageous!
It's very hurtful, you know?
My lord, if I may comment. Go ahead, Lord.
Go ahead, Lord Van Six.
It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof. Accuse? I never intended to.
It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting.
You proposed to discover that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimated. I guess that's a new word I never know. Never known.
You have intimated their criminal guilt. In our British courts of law, that is what is termed a baseless accusation.
I know it was rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought. What are we wasting time for? Get them to testify. Yeah, he's right. That's what I wanted to. Thank you, knife guy. I like it.
I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow. We have to see this matter through now, one way or the other.
There's filth and rubbish in our midst. We must dispose of it at once.
Testify. Hey, okay. This is like the very English actually to sing like this, like, you know, chants, like chants in general and stuff. Like, this is a very, very English thing. I guess it was throughout history as well. It's a very football thing now, but it's like in general they always like do this thing of like chanting, like making like chants. Like, you know, that's a very cool detail.
But what's happening, Mr. Naruhodo?
The spectators in the public gallery are in complete frenzy.
Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First.
My lord?
You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense.
Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this.
There's no time to think this through. What I can do is keep pushing forward. Yeah. We're the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive, I can swear to that.
If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed?
In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it.
You're so sure the victim fell through the skylight. Where's your proof? Let's press everything.
I must say that on listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine how either witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck, where the other noticing forthwith.
That's right, you see?
We're innocent, I tell you. Although, logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with another.
What? According to the investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses share no common dealings.
Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich.
Based. Something doesn't feel right there. Trey's going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy? Because something wrong here. I don't think it's either of them either. Maybe, I don't know.
Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please.
Oh, yes, my lord. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Let me press. When though? What's the time frame? So at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck.
Absolutely not, Dickon!
He was chuckling too. This guy.
No question about it, he said. Not at all. Oh, but yes, of course, I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim.
Oh, that's a cool, the new animation.
I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin talking with this man here.
Is this true, Mr. McGilded?
Dear me, my lord, at the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside almost immediately.
That's an utter lie! Without doubt you were engaged in...
Let me stop you there, fella, and ask, do you have any evidence of that? At all? At all?
Ah.
It's all about the evidence in the courts these days, so it is. You do well to remember that.
Ah! I saw you with my own eyes! It's going so well. If anything happened when we were sitting, don't you think that one or other would have noticed?
Hold it!
Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus at past 10 o'clock in the evening. Would certainly have been quite dark, perhaps too dark to see clearly.
Is this some kind of lark?
Is this some kind of a joke? He said. Is this some kind of a joke? He said. Is that what is that what this is?
Okay. Or perhaps one or other of you fell asleep briefly.
Are you fair dinkum, sir?
Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you.
I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could fall asleep in that bitter cold. And if you did manage it, if your eyelids would freeze shut, you'd have never opened them again. That's extreme.
It was extreme, I tell you, and we had to put up with it because this man has locked the door. A true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked. But I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies and I didn't hear you at all. That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone.
I was talking to the woman.
No, it was a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't really real in the cold. This is hardly surprising. Seeing things? Seeing things?
I believe we have reached an impasse here on this particular point.
You! Don't take it personally now, lad. If I'm a suspect in this case, then it is only fair that you and the other fiend are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about. This isn't competition I should like to be involved in, really.
Okay. In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
Hold it!
So you had never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before?
Oh, Lumen, no! No, not once, not ever!
He'd never met the man before, he said. Never!
And you, Mr. First? Had no prior dealings with the victim either.
That's right, sir. Hunters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir.
No, I imagine not.
You see, how many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection. Wait, neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin. No, you do though.
Excuse me!
You do though. You're both indebted to him, to Mr. McGilded.
Yes, Counsel. What can I be doing for you?
Did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow?
Not the remotest connection. Is that right now? Is that right now? I wonder.
What are you insinuating now?
Mr. Fairplay, it has been too long, it has.
Eh?
If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe this fast approaching. Is it not your repayment date?
I beg your pardon?
You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir.
At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion.
Well now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fella to pass his crimes off on another.
Ah! Hello, Moscow Airport. How are you doing? Good to see you here.
And young Mr. First. Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir? You do be making hats for a living, do you not? That there top hat sliding about on your head, is that one of your own creation, is it? Oh, well, I'm still an apprentice, you understand? I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gents walks through the door.
Yeah, and the case, by the way, like progressed a lot, but we're still in the same case because I ended like in the middle of the case yesterday. But yeah, it's going very well. It's getting more and more interesting. It's getting very, very goofy, but in a good way.
The perfect fit, is it? Well, it is a very distinctive design, so it is. Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch. Yeah, customers such as Thrice-Fired Mason.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence of form, my lord.
This you mean?
Yeah, he had an eccentric hat too.
I can't help thinking that the poor fella's hat looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say? Oh!
Okay.
That's one of my hats! Aye, that it is. It would seem the brickmaker was a customer of yours. The sort of customer, I'd wager, you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods. Oh no, sir, absolutely not, sir. Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see. I rest my case.
Uh-huh. Good job, bro. You little weasel. Ah!
He's better at this than I am.
Yeah.
Gosh, Mr. McGilded has certainly been through in his research, hasn't he? Please, don't let me little interruption hold up the proceedings. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. You couldn't possibly have opened it.
Not true.
Hold it!
Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time?
I'm going to lose my block with you in a minute.
He's going to lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said.
Take a look for yourself. Go on. You see, it's shut fast now, just like it was on the night.
Yeah, but there's a thing to open it.
So it is, of course. A fella the size of Mr. Mason could likely break right through it. Still an owl.
What?
Just looking at the size of the thing, you understand?
Ah, now you hold on there a minute, sir. The size of the thing means nothing. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we?
Stop biting our cane, shall we?
I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when well, I broke wind loudly.
I love that I know what it means. Breaking wind means farting. He just like said it in a very, very polite manner. I shocked myself with it as it happens.
This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First.
Yeah. Oh, I read this message yesterday in a streamer's chat and they were like, hell no, without reading the rest. Officials at the Moscow airport would like to kindly inform you that your broadcast is being presented live alongside the flight schedule. Don't take copyright seriously, due to the fact that we are currently floating somewhere above our international airspace in a legal gray zone. Others are too busy arguing with the duty-free vodka vendors to properly file paperwork. Please note that Gay B7 is now serving complimentary borscht. We'll figure out which streaming laws apply at 300,000 feet. Any DMCA takedown request should be submitted in triplicate to our luggage department, where they will receive the same level of attention as you. You're writing very officially, and it's kind of funny that this. Why did he react? That's kind of funny, honestly. If I'm being honest, if this was a real thing gonna happen, if this was an actual thing, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Repost, dude, bro. The more reposts there is, the better it is, because it means more eyeballs, you know. And in the end, it's a net positive. No matter if like DMC, what DMC, bro? I don't even make any money from this shit, man. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, have fun, man. Imagine, I'm just imagining people like stuck inside a fucking airplane, having nothing else to watch but this fucking guy playing this fucking game. And this is gonna be hilarious. But yeah. And then also, like, yeah, I mean, is there any laws though? I mean, there is like ownership of like airspace too. So let's say like, I know like when something in Russia happens or whatnot, like there's like airspace when you enter a certain zone, like someone owns it, you know. So I think even in the air, there's like the laws of the country apply to the specific part of the airspace. It's like, you know, on the sea as well, there's like maritime maps of like, you know, a country, like France owns a part of the sea and like Portugal owns a part of the sea, etc., you know. But yeah, anyway.
I just meant to say, well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see.
People view this and die from laughing, and some people think it's really insta-ban. What do you think a ban is gonna do? At least try to appeal it, man. Yeah, it's kinda silly.
Well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see. But, just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as rouge as I did.
Are you expecting me to sentence you?
Oh no, sir. The point is, the skylight can't be opened. I tried and tried when I was inside the cabin of shame.
Yeah, that's not true, because you can open it from the top. Pursuit.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Exactly. Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Strayed? Mr. Strayed. Uh-huh.
It opens. The skylight. This is what we're talking about right now.
Okay, bro, don't kill us. Don't fucking kill us, man. Chill out, chill out.
All them skylights open, that easy.
Or easy than you can load that weapon.
That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, I
Can't do it from inside, you mug. Is Magnus still looking as guilty as possible?
No, actually, he's a piece of shit. A little bit of a piece of shit. Like he's a loan shark, basically. But he's not especially a bad guy. He's just like he delves, like his profession is like, you know, an usurer, you know, like having a ballistic interest rates and like and lends money and stuff. But himself, although his like profession is like, you know, pretty like, how do I say this? You know, not cool, okay, it's not very cool. Like his actions though, in contrary, like he is a kind of like, somewhat of a nice guy. He's a kind of a gray area type of guy. I don't think he's like shit. I don't think he's the culprit at all, actually. And to be honest, the fact that we have to defend him is 100% means that he's innocent, you know? Like it's like that's the basis of like Ace Attorney in general. Except for a few times actually, when we managed to successfully defend a guy, but turned out he was even more guilty than we ever expected in future cases. But that's something you'll have to discover for yourself. I'm not spoiling where, in which game, and in which character that is, but you know. So you never know, but I do think like this guy is like clean. Oh. Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags.
And I had a great haul. I mean, I had purses coming out me ears.
Miss Lestrade, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
Well, anyway, had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't up the buffs and leg it. So what I did was, I used the skylight, opened the catch and jumped right through. What? Yeah, the catch for them skylights is on the top side, that's why you can open them from the cabin. Skylight opened from the roof deck? I know that, man, I literally been saying this for the fucking 5 hours, man, come on, man.
Bailiff! Climb up on the roof of the omnibus at once and verify this witness's claims.
Uh-huh. You'll see. Yeah, look, there's clearly a locket here. You can clearly open it, yeah. Ah! Oh, my hat! See? Okay.
Order! So it appears that this street light statement is quite true.
I don't believe it. The skylight opens. And from the roof deck.
Mr. Naruhodo, this could be the clue we've been looking for.
Okay.
Well, counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. So the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. Let's investigate, actually. Yeah, let's click that. So the skylight was fastened shut before.
But now the catch has been undone. We should be able to open it.
And then directly under. Yeah, directly under. There's the. Wait, can you get in though? Okay, but you can clearly see. I think if you'll open, it's clearly the blood in the bottom. Yeah. And then, like, you know, because he fell from the top. Yeah, there's the blood on the bottom. Yeah, exactly. Fucking exactly. I know what happened. Let's move. Where's your proof? Well, here's my proof, buddy. It's the carriage. Wait, shit. I hope this works.
Objection!
It does not. Fuck! Simplification of that statement for a moment. Shall we?
What implications, your counsel? Nothing strikes me about it.
Exactly. There's nothing striking about it.
What does strike me is your propensity for the inane, however.
Okay. I need to clear my head and come to this again from a different angle. Yeah, this is the life system that I told you about last time. Just so sure about the victim fell through the skylight. Okay, let's press this then.
Hold it!
Proof.
That's right, I demand to hear it.
We came here to say what we saw. I tell you, not for this.
Would you call us both shysers?
Brand us all criminals.
You call us liars, that's what he means, and accuse us of doing it.
As it stands at the moment, there's no hard evidence that incriminates yourselves now, is there? I believe we're in much the same position as one another there. Okay. Don't crack this case soon. He'll crack his teeth. Okay.
I wonder if these two men really were involved in some way.
Couldn't say. I mean, I don't really know anything about them, do I? Although, by the same token, I don't really know anything about Mr. McGilded either. It's so hard to know what to believe here.
I think we should try to remember that it's evidence alone that can truly determine the outcome of a trial.
Evidence.
No one can argue against decisive evidence, including the members of the jury.
You're saying that what we need now is to find a conclusive piece of evidence.
Yes, Mr. Naruhodo, precisely.
Okay, then I guess let me check the thing, because I didn't check it because I thought it was like obvious now. I guess we need to examine, get in. Very nice. Okay. Yes, let's open. Let's open the thing on the top as well. Yeah, now it's open. Now boom. Is this gonna give us the clue we want? That's blood, isn't it? Okay, something wrong? Well, it's just, well, okay. Just remember, it just was fringe. He fell from the top. Do you have anything to say about this? Nothing at all. Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Wide enough to kick someone like you through, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. Or someone like me. Huh? What is it? Look, just here. Look at this. Oh, I didn't see that actually. That's without question. It's blood. Oh, there be a blood stain there. Surely, it can be unrelated to the guest, can it? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That's like a very important, very conclusive evidence. Yeah. Let's get to the end. Where's your proof? Well, here it is, buddy. The exact same thing I presented, but you know, even more than I thought. The night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight in the cabin below. Those are the facts, and the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom. What? That's utter humbug. You can't possibly have any evidence. No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible. Refutable proof. Here in this courtroom.
Counsel,
My lord.
I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here, What exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude? You have pointed out what it is that proves the victim fell from the roof deck through the skylight.
Okay, the blood. The blood. Yes. Wait, oh shit, I didn't present it. Yes. I get it. I already know this, man. Come on, chill out. Yes, I know. We already read this. Come on, man. There we go. And now present.
Got it!
But by Jupiter, is that blood?
Okay. This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open. What? And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my! And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. Let's go! No! Okay.
Order!
But the blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin. And only find its way through that one particular spot on the skylight, sure. And that would be very convenient. Let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? But... There's no way to know for certain, is there? If the gent really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why didn't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? Yeah, there's the blood. Exactly. Because pum. Yeah. This is too plain to see, if you see. There's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height. From a fair height right there, so it is. What? No. But it can be. It's all lies. Okay.
My fellow jury members, I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we?
I believe we can, yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom.
So, they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they? It's just again.
I won't tolerate any of the girls' carriages being soiled with blood. I won't tolerate it.
Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful park couldn't have done such a thing.
Bro, you switched up like 10 fucking times, man. You're lying. You stop your bullshit.
On three then, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Objection!
Hey, there we go. I was waiting for it. Won't let it happen.
A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, and what would you be referring to there now, Lord Vanzeeks?
A bloodstain in the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void.
What? Why?
For one extremely simple reason.
That smear of blood never existed.
What? What are you talking about? It's there for all to see. It's clearly blood.
Objection!
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can state with absolute surety. No such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At least, not until this trial began.
Huh, could he have forged it though? Could he? Because it was closed, right? When it was closed, technically speaking, like, you know, if they didn't care, but if they did, like, actually comb through everything, they would have opened it and seen the bloodstain. That's okay, that's a fair point, Mr. Van Zeeks. But
Are you suggesting, Van Zeeks, that this stain of blood was...
fabricated, my lord? Yes, and while this court has been in session.
what?
Okay. Interesting, I don't know where it's going now. I don't know who's saying the truth or not.
What a palaver. I must say, I didn't expect such crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zeeks.
Very good provocations.
But I'm Magnus McGilded. I'm a fellow known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey.
Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I'm well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature.
Ooh, okay, he's an even bigger scumbag than we once thought.
You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts.
Adapt the facts? What does that even mean?
When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir. McGilded is looking hella guilty to me. He seems like he set up a bunch of shit up. Yeah, now I truly don't know what to think.
Tut, Don Van Zeeks. This will not do, to be sure. Would it now, Cancer? Huh? Oh, no! I think it's fair to say this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if you, would all cast your mind back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly have put in smear of blood in it without the word and his wife seeing? Isn't that right now, Counsel?
That's true, though this time it's kinda true. It's true. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time that court has been in session. There was that one time though, where like they had like the switch up with like the smoke bomb. There was a smoke bomb that happened before, like from the girl, and like some shit inside the carriage changed, but like it was the whole thing, but it was like small things. It wasn't like a straight up piece of blood, you know. And they wouldn't have foreshadowed that they would go with that fucking potential like line of thinking, you know. My learned friend. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter in your own words. Now this time I don't know. As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think...
It could be possible.
It could have been possible. Let's be real and honest. It could have been possible. Let me say it though. I don't know. You never know. Look, I'm sorry, Mr. McGilded, but you're gonna piss off with me again, because the second time I do this shit. But we're gonna be sticking to the truth. As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best as I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There is no evidence to suggest the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. What does learned friend? Let me actually just look this up because it kind of like bothers me. I don't know what learned friend. Does it mean like new friend or something? This is he calling us our buddy? Learned friend. What does that mean? Why is it learned friend? Wait, no. Learned friend meaning. Like, generally, I have no fucking. Used by a barrister or solicitor in court to address or refer to another barrister or solicitor. Ah, okay, so that's just the way they refer to each other in court, you know, to the other side. Okay, my learned friend. Huh, okay, interesting. We learn something new every day. There's no evidence to suggest did as my learned friend suggest. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility. Oh?
Good gracious. Explain yourself, counsel.
I mean, say it yourself, Vine6, you don't have to say it. Yes, there is. Since my learned Nipponese friend has no intention of running from the deceit. Exactly! Bro, we're buddies now. Deceit. I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly. The recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. Bang! I mean, there's no need to redo everything. Yeah, we know, we were there, bro, we were there, come on. Well, emergency recess, yeah. Clear the courtroom, yeah, don't worry, we know. The courtroom was filled with smoke, and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, it could have been possible. It could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Are you wise? Yeah, he's gonna be pissed again. What are you trying to pull? You rotten feckless gouger! Feckless gouger? You're supposed to be defending me! This is a wicked plot! This is a plot to undermine me, so it is!
Objection!
Whatever you think it is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus.
Inconsistencies such as?
To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. Yeah, it was full before, and now it's empty. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, it was not doubt present at the start of the trial this morning.
Unfortunately, Lord Van Zieks, no one is able to corroborate your claims.
That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both of the storage compartment and the skylight were shut.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say, we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not.
Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think? Sorry? About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual with the omnibus? Let me check. Is there anything unusual with this omnibus? Anything odd? Anything peculiar? Let's see. Will it be glaring in our faces or will it not? I mean, the guy was riding here, like the conductor. Surely he would have noticed if something happened, right? Jump Masters, London head office. Is there though? Wait, hold on, let me check. Like, I have no idea actually. Like, right now I have no idea. Yeah, let's get in. Honestly, I don't know. Can we check this? It's actually rather hard when you sit on it. Okay, it's only just wide enough for two gentlemen to sit side by side, really. Of course, an English gentleman and woman would be dressed in such finery. It would be quite impossible for her to climb up to the roof deck, so she would have to be seated in here. Women in a kimono would have the same problem. Women's clothes are very impractical, aren't they? Yeah, I was trying to check on this though. Shit. Yeah, is there anything new inside? No, there isn't. Huh. I really don't know. Let's see. Let's pretend we do. My lord.
Yes, Counsel?
There is one further inconsistency. Margaret surely could not have been present at the start of the trial.
What?
What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare to betray me, you little maggot, you'd better start watching your back.
Objection!
Is that a threat?
Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense clarification.
This thread keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. Yeah, me neither. What am I supposed to believe there?
I shall have to ask you to elaborate, Counsel.
Oh, it's inside them. Exactly, it's alleged marriage can appear at some point during the trial. Yeah, the bloodstain. It wasn't there. I know the blood. Yeah. The bloodstain wasn't there to be ever. It wasn't at all. That's. Yeah. It wasn't there at the beginning. I'm not crazy. Yeah. Fucking. I know. I wanted to present it. Let's present it. There we go. Got it! To consider the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, I would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Good lord! Yes, I do believe you're correct, Counsel.
We're like unraveling a case, and then like, we're just seeing that all the shit we unraveled is just bullshit, and then this comes back, and then we unravel, and then it comes back. Like, you just like, how the fuck is this happening? Like, well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that that was a very careless slip of the tongue. I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine, or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there is at least a possibility that evidence is fake. So what the fuck is gonna happen now? Ah! Oh! This trial is over. Mr. McGilded, I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it's all over now. Yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna go to the gallows, bro. But you're the defendant. It is over, I tell you. Okay, showing you his true colors. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw. This is all nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is that bloodstain is there, now! Well, and over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Van Zeeks. Well, my lord? He's pissed.
I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence, and in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue.
Your lordship can be serious.
Lord Van Zieks. No. Lord Van Zieks, what is your opinion?
Yeah, there's some bullshit going on here. I think this bullshit is gonna carry on like very much later on, you know? Prosecution, my lord. Has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Damn, he's like pissed. Rightfully so.
Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed with my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first.
What formality?
As things stands at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty. Yes, which would mean we've won.
At what cost? Is really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now? With all these unexplained inconsistencies?
Counsel for the defense. No closing statements, please.
Yes, my lord. The defense believes... Let me save. Let me save, because I'm gonna say could be guilty. I'm not gonna say he's like innocent, because fuck that guy. He's like, he looks... He could be guilty. He definitely could be guilty. I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence.
What are you saying, man?
Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent.
Good. Gracious me!
Yes, very brief.
Order! Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused innocence into questions. Are you of sound mind?
It was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was. A grand decision. What? I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. Here, have this for your troubles. Huh? Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work you've done. So you have. What do you mean? Is he like disregard? Is he like banning us from like lawyering? This is just that I honorable gentleman succinctly put it afore. This the trial can go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality. Yeah, he's way more evil than we expected. Okay, he's evil.
I really don't know what to make of all this. What the evidence? Was the evidence we've seen genuine, or was it fake?
His lordship would be fuming, and any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said.
This thinking rich are always guilty of something. Mark my words.
I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely park.
Yeah, you're all fucking... I agree with the knife guy. Very much so.
And our proceedings have unfolded in this way. I'm compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
I thank you kindly, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
Objection!
But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth. Yes, exactly.
Lord Van Zieks,
My lord?
the case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple.
Ah, shit.
If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of a justice to take place.
Damn. My sincerest apologies, my lord.
Objection!
But wait! When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zieks ordered the evidence to be secured.
I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
That's so unfair. It's so true. That's so fucking unfair, man.
The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment.
What?
Well, Lord Van Zieks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as far for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law.
That's what. Hey, foreshadowing. Foreshadowing. We're gonna change the law. Trust me, we're gonna fucking change the law. That's for certain, man. I know for a fact. That was Asogi. That was our brother in blood, or from another mother. Kazuma Asogi's wish. He wanted to change the law. Wanted to improve it. That's what we're gonna do, buddy. To pin you down, motherfucker.
Magnus McGilded.
Good grief, you have more to say to me, have you?
Just one thing. A warning. This is far from over.
Okay.
Well, something to be looking forward to then.
What a bastard. I guess you were right. He is like way more slimy than we ever thought. He's like a huge piece. I think he killed him. No, I do think he killed him.
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty.
We've won, but what cost? Yeah, no one's cheering. And it's confetti now. Yeah, no, it's confetti. When he went back in Japan, there was like sakura blossoms. Did Magnus walk away with murder? Allegedly, we don't even know if he actually murdered anything. But yeah. Can't believe it, this is an outrage. I should have examined the evidence more. What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent. Yeah. I don't know, but this is like the first actual case we ever defend, you know, in this game. And this game is pretty much of is apparently, according to a friend, it's a slow burn in terms of like plot development. But honestly, as slow burn as it is, I've been having a fucking shitload of fun. This shit is fucking insane. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Especially when I see like Strongheart's reaction. So many things like that's gonna like develop now. It's gonna be awesome. The courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict, and my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end. The defendant being found not guilty, ostensibly a victory for us. Interesting. Gonna be a post-trial thing gonna happen. Will we meet Herlock Sholmes this time around again? 18th February, 5:14 p.m. The Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber.
That certainly was a long trial.
Yeah, it was.
Your first ever trial on Foreign Soul and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations.
And to you, Mr. Sato, thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. Yeah. Trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened.
Well, we didn't have enough time.
But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that.
The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection.
Aye, that you did. Ah, bastard. Mr. McGilded. Ah, that girl is with him too.
Well, it seems that stories are true.
Oh, what stories?
But the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty.
I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Yes, definitely.
I'd heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was.
And have you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything.
What on earth are you saying, fella?
how did I walk out of here a free man then? I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. Yeah. What a cunning man he is. You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? Must say, you had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong, and this water under the bridge.
Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared.
Nothing's resolved. There's only one thing that matters to me. Oh? Aye. You've all seen that I didn't do that odious and obscene deed. It's grand, is it not? I suppose it is. Now the fine fellas of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it is. They'll get the truth. I have absolutely faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay. It's not that funny. So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly accept that much. Ara, be wasted, you're a humble people, are you? You're from the east. Well, if you insist. But have this, still and all, you deserves a reward. Mr. Magnus. Oh, wait, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Ooh. Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom. Into the courtroom? What? What's this, officer? Sooner than I was led to believe. Hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There were some changes to the schedule. Well, I must be making tracks now. It's time for the inspection. Sorry? What inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. Ask if I could be present for it myself.
You're going to examine it again? Now?
Naturally, and I am under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help where I can. It's a gentleman's duty, so it is. I know what you're doing, prick. So then fare thee well. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you. Hope you have a whale of a time with your studying here in Great Britain. Me too, man. There he goes, a free man. Yeah. Oh, forgot she was here too. Stop, don't kill us, man. Herlock Sholmes is gonna take back his stuff. I know that's Herlock's shit. Because the Herlock Sholmes, yeah, again, there's like his logo on the thing, and she said she still stole it from someone. Don't move! Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Mr. Straight, would you mind putting that thing down? You're a grown-up. Sorry. And I ate all grown-ups. Ah! There you are. What? Who are you? She has the same type of logo. Is she gonna be like the mechanic? Oh, okay. I guess Herlock Sholmes doesn't make his stuff himself. This is probably the person, the mechanic that does it. I'm thinking from her outfit, she looks like a tinkerer, you know?
Naughty, naughty, running off like that.
Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now?
And taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial, the trial run of my experimental small grenade launcher.
Okay, that's a terrible voice. Ha! Okay, she has a bigger gun.
Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
Inventor? Well, no more smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, and more white. Oh wait, that's her set.
If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself.
We have to be shrouded in smoke, though? That's all?
I just took my eyes off it for a moment while I was changing onto a different omnibus, and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
It's different. I think we just did, and we lost. tell you, what? I have no idea what this girl is talking about.
Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory.
What? What for?
Apologies, of course, silly. To my technician.
What?
You mean, say sorry? You best say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before.
An adult?
I listen to no adults. Come along then, follow me. Fine, have it your way. Oh good, you see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end.
I'm very sure that what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours. Okay, I bow to you too.
We'll be leaving now then. Bye bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss.
It's fine. See ya, man. She was a lively one.
Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too?
Yes, you're right. But where to? Oh, I haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner had we arrived in London than we had to rush. Than we had to rush here. All traveling cases are still with the bailiff.
I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings.
At this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck. You just sleep on the couch here?
Don't worry though, I have a plan. If the worst comes to the worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night.
Please tell me you're not thinking of McGilded Park.
I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through.
I'm not so sure about that. Are you gonna sleep on the fucking grass in a park? I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable.
I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. That 1,000 guineas could have paid for a lovely warm room or mansion. Yeah, but it probably would have been a loan too, like a hidden, underhanded loan that you'd have to owe later. And so the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned. The case was far from over, exactly. Uh-huh.
What's going on? Get the fire brigade! Water!
Oh shit.
Water,
Of course that happened.
How did this happen?
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
Wait, what?
No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
This can't be.
Wait, who's dying? Go fucking save him, bro! What the fuck are you waiting? Man, this guy, he's a piece of shit, Mr. Magnus. This Magnus guy, man. Yeah, I'll save. What a piece of shit. Alright. Well, that was it for episode 3. Yeah, we're gonna end it here. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending this time with me. Make sure to subscribe if you want to continue seeing the rest of this playthrough, and or liking the video and stuff. You know, it helps. You know. Anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah, honestly, this episode was fucking amazing. I don't know. It's planning on to be a real ass fucking like huge fucking thingy that's gonna happen. Yeah. There's only 2 left, and then there's gonna be the rest of the chronicles. Okay, but yeah, yeah, I think that's. See ya. Bye.